everybody. How's you doing this evening? Getting used to doing these live videos and how I'm setting my camera up. So if you see the camera moving while I'm trying to show you all the products and whatnot, I'll give you a warning so that you see the shakiness if you get a little motion sickness. So tonight we are cooking chicken fajitas. Super easy, super fast. It's Monday. Who wants to spend all your evening in the kitchen when you've been at work all day and you're starting your work week? So we're going to start with thinly sliced chicken breast. I won't lie, I bought these pre-sliced that are thin. This is our Rock Crock, our everyday pan. So I've got the chicken there. So we have different types of seasoning. I really love the Southwestern seasoning, so I'm going to use that one. We also have a chili lime rub. There is a chipotle rub or seasoning. Check out our pantry section because there's lots of great different seasonings. So the recipe will call for 2 tablespoons. I like to wing it, so I'm just going to put, sprinkle the seasoning on there. And it's just simply, it's just the chicken in the pan right now, guys. It's that easy. I'm going to set the chicken off to the side. I have a yellow onion or sweet onion. You can use whatever onion that you prefer, that you like for your fajitas. Got my products out in front of me. The way my kitchen's set up, guys, it's a little hard to get a good angle where you can see everything. So I'm going to turn this down this way just so you guys can see what I'm doing. I know you're not going to be able to see my face. I'm sorry. I know you're going to miss that, but I want you to see what I'm doing. So anyway, this is one of our coated utility knives. I'm just going to, everybody likes to slice their onion up different ways. So you're going to use essentially half of this onion, but just going to peel it real quick, get the skin off of it. I've got my trash can over here. Actually, I'm going to move it over here so I'm not out of y'all's view so much. And I'm cutting it on. We have these nice flexible cutting mats. I've owned one set of these, oh my God, guys, like over 10 years. I have 2 newer sets. I have one here in my own kitchen, and welcome to my kitchen, by the way. And then I have another set in my camper. They're great because they're throw them in a dishwasher, easy to clean. They don't take up a lot of room. You fold them up once you've cut your veggies or whatever you're prepping on it, and then dump it into wherever you need to dump it at. Like I said, this is just a half an onion. And like I said, this is a coated utility knife. We have a lot of different knife selections. Coated knives are nice. They're our cheaper option of our knives if you don't want like the more expensive chef type knives. They work great. And they come in beautiful colors. So if you want to spice your kitchen up with some color, there you go. So like I said, just gonna fold that cutting board in half. Dump that onion in there on top of that chicken we seasoned. Now I have a red pepper. We do have a tool called the scoop and loop. I honestly do not have one, but it's great because once you cut this pepper, you literally just put that little scoop in there and twist it and turn it, and it pulls all the innards out. Simplifies your life a little bit. Nobody wants to spend all day in the kitchen, right? I'm just going to cut this in half. And I'm just going to use this utility knife to kind of get the seeds and whatnot out of the inside of the pepper. So in my house, it's just me and Jim. So I'm going by the recipe just so you guys can kind of see what these products will do. So it does call for 2 peppers. So just going to slice these up real quick. And then I'm going to show you a really cool, quick way that you don't have to take so much time slicing these up individually. This is our quick slice tool. So simply going to take a piece of pepper, lay it on here, and yes, you do have to kind of line it up correctly. I don't know if you guys can see this. And you rock it back and forth a little bit. And we'll pull it out. Some of mine stuck in there, but look, your peppers come out sliced that quickly. What a time saver that can be. And this is the second time I've used this, you guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm still getting used to it. As you can see, it's not that difficult. Just gotta line everything up there right. Trick is you gotta rock it. Oh, see, I didn't line it up right, but that's okay. Human error, that's the way things work, right? You just dump it out in there. Got one little piece stuck. Trial and error. It's the way of life, right? Same thing, did it again. All this stuff, guys, is dishwasher safe too, so nice. I mean, I like cooking, but I don't like doing all the cleanup. So if you can have the right products, make your dinner so much faster. I know I enjoy being in the kitchen more when I have the right products. I don't have to spend so much time. So I'm done with this quick slice now. I'm gonna throw that in my sink and put it in the dishwasher later. This is one of our batter scrapers. I'm just gonna kind of turn this around with the chicken and kind of get it all seasoned. I'm probably gonna put a little more of that Southwest seasoning in here. It's a great all-around season. I use it on eggs, chicken, pork, you name it. I mean, you could just pretty much use it on anything and everything. You could put green peppers in here, you know, whatever veggies you want in here. But, you know, traditionally, of course, it's green peppers, red peppers, and onions. Let's put that in the sink since it's dirty and has raw chicken on it. And then I'll add a little more seasoning. So like I said, this is the everyday pan. This is the 2.5 quart rock crock. There is our Dutch oven, which is 4 quarts. And we have a slow cooker stand, which I have. I didn't pull it out, but both of these pans fit in the slow cooker stand, which is great. The nice thing about the rock crock is you can use it on the stovetop, the oven, microwave, grill. You can store your stuff in the freezer. It's probably one of the most versatile cooking ware we have. And it's all made out of clay, and it is dishwasher safe as well. So this chicken with the seasoning, the peppers, and the onion, I'm going to throw it in the microwave behind me. It's 12 to 14 minutes. I'm going to say 12 minutes because those chicken breasts that I bought that were really thinly sliced were really thinly sliced. So, but you've got the top on that everyday pan, so it's going to help hold all the juices and lock it all in there, so your chicken's not going to dry out like you would think it would. So, moving on. A little top on my seasoning got a little off. Now we're going to make some guacamole. Easy. This is our manual food processor. So I've got a red onion. I could either use my Kodak utility knife. My other go-to knife is our Santoku knife. It's got a pack of wood handle. These have a lifetime warranty, fully forged stainless steel. Really nice knives. They come in a set, or you can buy them separately. So you could use whichever one you want. I kind of like this with the weight of it, especially when I'm chopping things. I'm a little accident prone, I admit it. Just chop this onion in half. And actually this recipe calls for a half an onion. So I'm just going to cut this half into quarters, guys. And I'm going to simply, so the little blade fits down in here. So sometimes it'll get a little off center when you add product or your veggies and stuff to it. So I'm going to put that quarter of an onion in here. This will save you from having the crying eyes and whatnot when you're making anything with onions. But so 1 jalapeno. If you don't like jalapenos, then you don't have to add this to your guacamole, but I like a spoon. I'm gonna grab a spoon real quick. That little scooping little product I told you about that you can use on peppers and whatnot, you could do the same with this. If you want your guacamole really spicy, then you feel free to go ahead and add the seeds and whatnot in there, but I like some spice and a little heat, but I don't like it that hot. So I'm simply just scraping the seeds out using this spoon. and making sure I don't drop any on the floor. I've got some here on my cutting board, so I'm just going to put those off to the side. And I got the dogs coming in and out behind me. And I'm just going to cut those in quarters too. Going to add that to the manual food processor. This, guys, saves so much time. It's so easy. I hope you guys can see it. Like I said, I'm still working on my camera skills and what not to use. I'm going to cut it up pretty fine, but you can see how it cuts it up. And, you know, depending on what dish you're using, you know, how chunky or fine you want your veggies cut up in your guacamole or whatever recipe you're using. You know, like anything, it's going to build up on the sides a little bit. So I have that there. Now I'm going to add some lime juice to it. So I cut my lime in half. Got my citrus press. Add some lime juice. Right in with the onions and the jalapeno, guys. That simple. Excuse me while I'm dumping trash. I like garlic and everything. This recipe calls for garlic, so excuse me while I'm reaching over the camera. So I got 2 cloves of garlic here. This is our garlic peeler. I never knew how great this thing worked till I got it. You simply, I like fresh garlic. If you guys love garlic and you've never used fresh garlic, you have no idea what you're missing out on. There are times I have used the minced garlic, or I go ahead and buy the pre-peeled, but buying the fresh bowls of garlic, it tastes so much better, guys. So you put the bulb in there with the, I call it the paper that's around it, or the shell, and you just simply rock it. Whoop. I got lime juice on there so it slid, but rock it back and forth a little bit like that, and that clove of garlic comes out naked, as I call it. Or some people say naked, depending on where you live. You know, we're in the South here. And actually, that's quite the large clove. I mean, you could cut that one in half. This calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I have my garlic press. And I'm simply going to press this nice fresh garlic in with the onions and the peppers. And we have, as one of my director calls it, the little Barbie comb you can use to scrape your garlic sticking out, and it helps you clean some of the skin off the garlic. You just scrape that right out on your cutting board. You know, if you want to, you can make this guacamole ahead of time and have it as like an appetizer while you're waiting for your fajitas to be done. There's going to be plenty of guacamole left over between just Jim and I. So I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll use it for snacks later. That's a tiny little clove of garlic. Almost can't even get it to roll. Yeah, this one's not going to want to peel as well. Let me try again. Got too much paper in there from the last one. Or skin. Yeah, when you get these little tiny pieces of garlic, or garlic, cloves of garlic, I want to say bowl, but clove of garlic. It's not going to roll as well in there, but I did it enough so it broke it up so we can get the skin off of it pretty easily. And we'll press that one in there. Same thing, I got my little Barbie comb, so to speak. Get that in there. So we got our garlic in there. And I put the lime juice in there, so I'm just gonna, oh, cilantro. Almost forgot the cilantro, guys. These are our little 1-cup prep bowls. I love these because if you know you're making something ahead of time and you're kind of crunched on time, fresh veggies actually stay a couple of days in these little bowls. They're dishwasher safe. Like I said, they come in a set of 6. They have a nice little top on them. They're good for like single serving things or prep, as you know, we just said. So that's about 1/4 cup of cilantro. So who likes cilantro? Who doesn't like cilantro? I know some people say it tastes like soap. They can't stand it. I like cilantro, but a little bit of it does go a long way. I'm just going to use this knife again to kind of get that all down in there so we make sure we get it. The cilantro nice and chopped up. So this is nice. You can do this while your fajitas are cooking in the microwave. So I've got 2 avocados. These are pretty ripe, so this pit will probably be pretty easy. We do have a new avocado tool that helps you get the pit out easily. But you can simply stick a knife down in it and then twist it, and it typically will come right out. Now, I could use this knife to do it, but like I said, I'm kind of accident prone, guys, so if I go to twirl that knife around inside that avocado, I'm liable to cut myself. So I'm just going to use a spoon. Scoop the best part of the avocado out in there. So kind of all the stuff's dishwasher safe. Pretty quick and easy. And then just add that in there. I'll mix it up really good. You can look at the consistency and how you want it. I like our avocado, our guacamole a little bit more on the chunky side. So if you wanted it a little creamier, you could add a little more avocado in there. So that's what we've got. So let me clean some of this mess up real quick, guys. Bear with me. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the other avocado in there. I do like it chunky like that, but I want you guys to see what it's like when you do both. Like I said, this one's pretty ripe, so the pit's gonna come out pretty easily, but stab a little bit, twist it, and it comes right out. Avocados are healthy too. Get my little cutting tool back down in there. So if you guys have any questions while you're watching, comments, whatever, leave them in there. Multitasking sometimes not my strongest point, so it's hard for me to do this and watch. I see who's watching. I see Papa's watching. I see 2 people are watching. I'm not sure who else is watching. But leave me some comments or questions if you have any, and then I'll get back to you after Jim and I have this for dinner. So yeah, this is dinner tonight. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful guacamole. Once again, I'm gonna get some of my mess out of the way. And I'm gonna show you guys. Let me grab a towel real quick. Hang on one second, I'll be right back. So this is one of our glazed stoneware pieces, our chip and dip set. This bowl comes up, of course you can use this for anything, but this is great for entertaining. Of course you don't have to use just chips and dip, you can put anything on it you want to. I love this scraper, it's kind of our long handle scraper. If you got kids and you buy like the big jars of peanut butter and you're like, I can't ever get all the peanut butter out of the bottom of the jar, or your blender, this is great even for the manual food processor. Because it's got, ridges inside of it, so you always feel like, and the same with the deluxe cooking blender, which I love, you feel like it makes it harder to get all the goodies out of it. So we got that there. So now we have beautiful guacamole and chips. Now we're just waiting for, excuse me as I reach over y'all again. We got about 18 seconds left on that. The other great thing, guys, about the Rock Crock collection, like I said, you can go from the stove top to the oven, the grill, microwave, freezer. It's so versatile. I'm gonna reach across again while we're waiting for that. And it also holds heat really well. Where's that so you guys can see me? Holds heat really well. So I could leave it in a microwave or pull it out and put it on the stove, put it on a trivet. And if you're waiting for people, Or if you got a lot of people over and you're making fajitas or whatnot for a group of people, it's nice because you can leave it on the stovetop or on trivet, whatever you want to do. Leave the top on it, and it's going to hold the heat and keep your food warm as well, which is nice if you're doing like a buffet style stuff. So one other thing I'm going to show you guys. So it's fajita night. This is our tortilla warmer. You can put any size tortilla in here. It's made more for about the 8-inch size, so if you want to use the bigger ones, you just kind of fold them in half or fold them in quarters. And it also keeps your tortillas warm. If you got a big group and you want to heat up a bunch of tortillas at one time, throw these tortillas in this bad boy. I'm just putting 4 in here because it's just Jim and I. And I'm going to throw it in the microwave probably only for like 20 seconds, 25 seconds. They're going to come out warm, and it's going to keep them warm. So if Jim and I just want to start with 1 fajita a piece, I can just leave the other 2 in there. It's going to keep it warm. These are great. Like if you have kids and they like the little microwave pancakes, that kind of thing, same thing. You can microwave a bunch of those, put them on the table. Kids can pull out how many pancakes they want, because how many times are they going to say, oh, I just want 1. And then, Mom, I'm still hungry. So we all know how that goes. One thing I forgot to show you guys, when I did the cilantro, we have this herb stripper. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it. You can see the different size holes. The cilantro leaves are pretty easy to pull off. If you got like rosemary and thyme and whatnot, you just kind of gauge the size of the stems, and then you stick it in there and you hold one end and you pull it off, and it pulls all the leaves off, or the product off that you want, and so you don't have the stems if you don't want the stems and the fresh herbs you're using. And fresh herbs taste so much better than the store-bought, even the powdered stuff. If I've got the time, and like I said, with the right products, it's easy, guys. Fresh herbs. I highly recommend using it. Sorry I walked away from you for a minute. We have several different types of oven mitts. These are our silicone oven mitts. These are great. Jim can use these. There's people that know Jim. He's a big guy. He's 6'2". He's got big hands. He loves these for taking things on and off the grill when he's smoking or grilling. So those are nice, and like I said, they're all silicone, so you could just wash them in the sink, and they don't get as funky and nasty as the traditional cloth ones. We have smaller ones than these two. I call these my little lobster claws, but you can use these. So I'm going to grab this chicken out of the microwave. Oh, I'm going to put it on the stove for a minute because I forgot to put a hot plate down for it, or trivet as some people will call it. So bear with me. And actually, guess what? I could use one of these to set it down on. So like I said, everyday pan, rock crock. This is 2.5 quart. Then we have the Dutch oven size. Then there's the large pizza stone. There's a square stone. Goes on and off everywhere. You open the lid, watch out, because you're gonna get steam all over you. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. Look, that chicken and peppers and onion are done. I'm gonna double check though. We also have a meat thermometer. It has a magnet on it. It actually has a bottle opener too, but Insta-read thermometer. I'm gonna get another spatula real quick. And this is our silicone and wood utensil set, but I'm just gonna stir this chicken around a little bit and check it out because nobody wants to eat raw chicken. But you can use the Insta-read thermometer to check this stuff. Chicken, of course, you want to be 165 and above. Which is well above that. It's in the 170s. So I know you guys can't see that, and that's going to drop because I just pulled it out. But that's a great little tool as well. So I'm going to let that cool a little bit, and then I'm going to slice that chicken up, and then I'm going to throw these tortillas in my little tortilla warmer in the microwave, and then Jim and I are going to have dinner. So I thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions about the products or anything else, just let me know. So we've got our chips and dip. I cheated. I bought the store-bought salsa, and I've got cheese, and I've got sour cream. So that's what's for dinner at our house tonight. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and thank you for joining me. And see you later. Bye.